And I'll tell you what's coming next, Fitzbro, because it's Frisian marshes. We are going to get the HRE, but not for the intended player in a lot of people's minds. The ban was Delhi from MarineLorD. I should have known that. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. But here's an interesting detail. BC's been practicing Chinese. He likes it. He realizes there's another Civ that can sit in the corner and play happy camper. But I wonder if that's his full intent, because another option available to him, when you see your opponent play HRE on this map, if there's a forward spawn in Gold Vein, with so many sheep, I'm somewhat inclined to start a barbecue.
hmm I feel like on Frisian, there haven't been a ton of like super late matches, or at least in a lot of the games, we know very early on, like, oh yeah, this player seems to have the lead or has this player pinned down. I feel like it's what we see time after time of these players because the match where you get trapped in the corner, right? We saw
Yeah.
earlier tonight, it was B, right? He did the
Mm-hmm.
kind of defensive barbican on his gold mine, and then he was kind of stuck at his base while the French just surrounded him and said, "Come out with your hands up." And it went for a while, but eventually, he just starved his opponent out. And then
Yeah.
also, I think it was MarineLorD, right? They got the sacred site victory on this map
Yes.
earlier. Yeah,
That was it against Lee?
it's B. Yeah, oh, no,
Leenock.
Leanock. Oh yeah, Leanock.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Leenock. Because Leenock's playing the Chinese in that situation, and Marino went for the French in this situation. Like, we got two boomers. Curious to see which way BC wants to go. Like, a lot of people are going to think there's going to be a barbecue rush outright, but I've seen BC sit back and, like, free TC boom up. It's a matchup where you probably get away with it as well because the HRE don't aggress you early on. I would be surprised if he doesn't try for the barbecue. Once again, it comes down to the spawn. If MarineLorD gets a back spawn of gold, it's less easy to achieve that Barbican. It's so much more open ground to pursue over. And if you get spotted early by a scout, oof, that could just be GG right there. And you'll go to game 5. Game 5, that I'm curious to see what BC would have in mind there anyway. Like, I was kind of expecting HRE, but then again, we have to look this another way. Like, this is kind of experimentation territory Fits. These guys are already qualified for Wololo. They're just happy to
Mhm.
be playing some competitive games. And they're probably sick and tired of just saying, Frisian Marshes, me pick HRE every time. So BC trying to evolve.
Well, and Beastyqt's in a spot where yes, he could win this game and win the series outright, but he could take a risk, right? There's still another game for him if he does do some kind of cheesy barbecue rush, right? And it doesn't work out. It's not the end of the world. He's got one more game left in the series, but it's also a risk, right? There's some money on the line for this. So, I'm not sure that he'll necessarily means he would try that or throw that away. But also against HRE, if he can deny the gold for them, is if it ends up being a forward gold spawn for them and he can get a barbecue close to it, that could be quite damaging.
Yeah, we'll see if he goes for it. I think the alternative is to play an extension TC onto the fishing. It's not something we see often out of the Chinese, but if there's a matchup you can get away with it in, I'd say it's this one. You can bridge that gap as well. You can drop the Barbican actually on the fishing as well. That's something I haven't seen so far, but realistically, like, it could
Mhm.
work. Leaves your primary base a little bit exposed, obviously, but at the same time, if someone can feasibly like dive your primary TC, I don't think a Barbican is going to stop them on its own, especially if you're talking HRE, because that timing is going to be 25 mana arms headbutting every building in your base.
Yep, absolutely. So here we go. We've got our could potentially be final round of the day. Chat, let us know. We know you made your predictions earlier, but do you think this is going to close it out? Is Beastyqt going to take this all the way, or is MarineLorD going to win here with the HRE and go to a final game 5 here? This is our only best of 5. One of these weekends, it only happens on this final match on Sunday. So who do we think are going to win?
Y'all don't even need to think about it. Come on, HRE, we've seen that a million times. Everyone knows it. It's textbooks, it's written out. BC comes in with the Chinese and says, get more farm than China. That's the challenge right now. Let's see if he can execute upon it as we hop into what might be the final game of this weekend between MarineLorD and Beastyqt.
Well, and I had my bet on Beastyqt here for this series, so we'll see if I'm right. And let's see where they spawn. We've got MarineLorD down south, Beastyqt up north. Where's that gold?
That's cursed. That's back gold spawn right there. So that might actually deter BC from trying for it. But keep in mind they are both on top of each other. So Barbican is feasible, but I want you to really think long and hard about the amount of open ground you have to cover to reach that gold vein.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a journey, but it's not too much further. But it's also kind of even if you get a Barbican down there, right, and it delays them for a little bit. Well, you know, again, I'm looking. There's 2 gold mines right there. So if we did get one down there,
Yeah.
it could deny both those. But I don't get too excited. I actually, I don't think he'll do it. I think he'll play it safe, go for maybe a defensive one, or maybe out near the ponds or something.
Yeah, I could see him going for Song here. A lot of players like Song. There's an interesting discussion going on in my chat on the last stream that involved some pro players. Like, they were theory crafting on the new patch for the Chinese. Like, is it more viable to maybe go for Castle Age and just build an extra TC? Because, like, the difference in cost. Like, you know, you could get Song, but you could just pay for an additional TC and spread yourself out. We'll have to see. I think that was based off the logic that maybe, like, Chiganu are less valuable, but for now, let's talk about like the possibilities of what BC is aiming for here. Chiganu, unlikely, so Song aggression, not going to see it. Castle Age is really where you can come online. You could try to exploit MarineLorD if he comes out onto these ponds via Pass Guard. If MarineLorD plays a condensed base, though, and builds up farms at home, that's when BC has to start thinking about Imperial Age timings and a long, slow siege.
Chad is pointing out something very important about the map. We are missing a relic. We've got 4 relics, and it's
look where it's missing as well.
I know. Well, and
look where it's not missing. Next to the HRE map. Bias much? I think the map wants a game 5. What?
Yeah.
Okay, but wait. Think about this the wrong way. Look at positivities here, Fitz. Just check out where that relic is close to MarineLorD's base. That's an even better Barbican drop, isn't it?
That's nice and close. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What time would he be pulling those villagers if he was doing Barbican?
It varies from player to player. I've seen some that try to wait for wheelbarrow, some that just go for it straight away. If he's just going for it straight away, you're probably looking at about 3.5 minutes is when you can start pulling villagers. It depends how many as well. I've seen some people do 8. Some people try to like bring 3 or 4. If you bring 3 or 4, you're going to die. But if you bring 8, you have a lot of idle economy. It's basically all in.
Yeah, decent amount of sheep there, but we know this map does not have a shortage of sheep. That's for sure. So they're pretty good to go. Oh, there's a villager. Oh, there it is. Yep. No Barbican rush for you guys. I know you want to see it, but not today. At least not yet.
I didn't expect it, to be honest. Like, BC doesn't really subscribe to the Barbican. Not in this situation either. And I've seen the way he's been building on Frizzing. It's more about delayed. I love this out of MarineLorD, though. MarineLorD is actually paranoid about it. I think he's looking to set up an outpost on the way. It's actually quite funny to watch this happen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that could be a game changer if you don't see it.
Oh, my God. Oh, come on. BC was like, I will be nice. No Barbicans. MarineLorD's like, middle finger to that, buddy. Have you heard about the HRE outpost rush? Choo-choo.
Let me tell you about my Lord and Savior, the outpost.
Like, just pull villagers, lol. I guess he doesn't care that much because like Beastie could just go to the gold on the left side, but I don't know if he can easily gather on this stone here.
Spearman, I love it. I love this.
Oh God. The best part is like Beastie just displayed this, right? In the series against B. He was like, this is how you handle Chinese Barbican rush. MarineLorD possibly paranoid he was going to get Barbicaned, done that build, and funnily enough, realized he wasn't going to get Barbicaned and said, but now I can rush.
And the other thing is, since this is not this wasn't, if that was a Barbican right there, I mean, he could stop this tower. But now, since he didn't go with the Barbican, he's got a tower going on his berries, and I guess he got plenty of sheep, so it's not the end of the world, but this is certainly annoying.
I think what you're trying to get towards there is that Beastie is a greedy piece of sheep.
Piece of sheep?
I'm trying to be child friendly here, man.
Okay, so we've got...
Could this be a 10-minute game, actually? It might be.
I don't know. So I wish you had just done the Barbican, but...
Here's the problem, though, Fitz. Like, the reason it could be a 10-minute game is you just got blocked on your mill. That's your tax point. That's your efficient drop-off. That's everything to you. He can pull the sheep back, but there's going to be some carcasses there already, and he's going to get blocked on his gold at this rate.
He's just going to keep building. How many towers do you think he's going to build? He's just going to keep going.
He backs up.
Oh, well, yeah, no more towers because there's archers.
That was a really good move from BC. He went straight for the archery range, and there wasn't a rushed up build quick enough from MarineLorD. He's now teching up, though, and that's when Arrow Slits comes out. That's when he can like more slowly crawl across these outposts and still fully contain you.
That Arrow Slit is totally going to hit those villagers that are getting sheep there.
So something I've kind of like puzzled in my mind whether it like could be an interesting change, because I know there's a lot of talk of like, oh, outpost rushes, how do we deal with them? Maybe one cool thing would be like if siege engineering didn't cost gold to research, considering everyone targets gold first.
Yeah, or maybe if it was, cheaper or faster, it could be a thing too.
Because that's a tough one. Like I find a lot of these target timings when outposts look really like brutal is they go after your gold. You're like, well, you've already invested in wheelbarrow and a tech up. You don't actually have enough for a blacksmith to get siege engineering because there's a gold price on that. I think that's like a small difference that like you could replace it with another resource and it would probably be a pretty cool addition to the
Look at those archers going around. He's going to do perhaps a raid on MarineLorD. Looks like he just says, forget your towers. I'm going around them, and I'm just going to go to your base.
Yeah, you did leave a slight opening for him, Mr. MarineLorD.
Are those villagers?
The villagers are going to build again.
Can't see.
Wait.
To the southeast. Move the man over. Can't see.
No, it's not. It's all the villagers. Oh, it's all of them. He's gathering the food.
Baby.
He's going for the barbecue. Wait, wrong side. Wrong side.
Yeah, go left side. He's just excited to be here.
Are we just giving directions now? South side. Down. Go down. Right, we're those annoying people giving directions to someone blindfolded. Up, have you checked behind you? On the left, right, no more to the right. Not that right, you're right.
Okay, here we go. Barbican going to be going up in the face of MarineLorD. We thought it'd be sooner, but it's okay.
Outpost
Better
first.
late than never.
Love this. He knows, he understands how this works. Get the outpost up first so you have a buffer point. So you have some extra firepower there. We'll be able to build it up. Insta-Garrison comes out and pushes MarineLorD away. Not the end of the world for him, though, because this Barbican could have been a little bit more optimal. If you look to the south, the gold vein below this one will still be accessible.
We see a little peek at MarineLorD's base, or Beastyqt's base. I think there's a third tower, perhaps.
There should be. MarineLorD sent 2 villagers in. He continued it, and yeah,
he almost has it.
He's going to get it up.
Yeah, he's going to get it. Just barely.
Not really needed at this point because Beasty wasn't using that mill anymore, but it's better to make sure, like if you're in a zombie apocalypse situation, wouldn't you shoot the zombie again just to be safe?
Yeah, Beastyqt is down 2 villagers right now. I don't know if the tower perhaps had grabbed one when he got the arrow slits in. And look at, he's taking the stone.
He wants the slits. He wants all the upgrades.
Says,
don't
your
worry,
base
this isn't
is
a
now
keep
my
drop.
base.
Okay, we're not in castle yet, but he wants to make sure he stockpiled good for a lot of cheeky little outposts.
Yeah, this is going to be... Oh, man, this is going to be interesting. Would be quite the way to close out a series if Beastyqt can get the victory here.
I mean, this is quite the beautiful teeter-totter, the way that he's actually bounced back and still came for this. But I like it. The funny part is I thought if Beasty was going to wait this long, it would have been wheelbarrow first. That's the funny part about this pull. It could have been very inefficient and very bad. It could have been an insta-GG because he didn't even get wheelbarrow. So it's not like it was quick to get in and get out.
So now we're learning the real meta is don't Barbican rush. You fake this, and then you Barbican rush.
No. What we're learning, the real lesson here is wait for your opponent to outpost rush your base and take away your gold, and then just outpost rush his base and use his gold.
Look at this. This is going to deny his military production because those will shoot at every unit that spawns out if he gets that arrow slits there. Oh my gosh.
And he can wrap around the other way. Like, it's just a race to see who can... who is the true outpost master, huh? Huh? I think I know the answer.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, you're right. MarineLorD still, let's go look at his base. Oh, and see what he's getting. Yeah, he's got Marine...
This is a bit close, Beasty. Yo, dog,
He's still getting it, though.
Ill-advised. Yep. Maybe don't get this close, though. It is unnecessarily dangerous.
No. He gets like $1,000 if he wins this game. You gotta get a villager close.
And he's gonna take that money and wipe his ass with it because, like, I'm rich already. Woohoo!
Oh, look at that! Look at that! We're over here impressed by Beastyqt's
yeah, but you gotta get on the east side.
But look at this boy.
But dog, you gotta go on the east side. This ain't it. This ain't enough. You gotta keep going.
Yeah, he still got his gold. Does he have? Can he get that gold? Or is he lost his gold?
So here's my issue right now: is like the Chinese and Fury should just be better at this. And yeah, that was my issue: is that he didn't come down here first and cut this off.
Losing
he
villagers.
knew about his gold.
He's not gonna get this.
No, it's not going up.
He just lost a bunch of villagers.
It's his own fault as well, if you think about it. Like, he didn't need to go north first. There is no reason to go north first. The goal was most important here, but Beasty, I think he was just enjoying himself a bit too much. Like, he was laughing maniacally. He was looking for vengeance.
That tower goes up. It's going to push him east, which isn't a huge deal, but it is still just a pain. And Beasty, look at his villager count, 28 versus the 33 that MarineLorD has.
He did go Imperial Academy already, though, so he'll gap close that as long as he doesn't keep losing them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like he's got to bring another one down and finish that tower, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Now, this is the moment where we appreciate all the beautiful pings on the minimap since they're outpost shooting literally everywhere.
What? Do you not know? Do you want to know what it's like to play battleships? This is...
Forces under attack! Forces under attack!
Did you know that you're under attack?
Oh, look at that tower taking out the archer.
Woohoo! Let me just move to the south side and get my wood still. Okay,
I think
Beasty
might be okay here. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got rams. I think like Beasty, the mistrick genuinely was going south. That's why I wanted him to do it. The gold, if you blocked it out, you can't get blacksmith, you can't get siege engineering, you can't win. Like you're stuck. But instead, now Beasty's the one who's stuck.
This is a tower rush of tower. You tower rush the tower rusher.
No, okay, can we be fair here? Like, what this was, like, let's be real. MarineLorD, he's like, I'm going to outpost rush him. Tee-hee-hee. And Beasty's like, the fudge, bro. I thought we were going to have a fun game, a proper game. Fine. I'll outpost rush as well.
He's escaped to the south. I think that's the biggest problem here.
Yeah, once again, it's kind of weird. I'd love to know what Beasty's full thought process was going full north. Like, I know the military district is up there, but you have to secure the gold first. It's the HRE. It's the thing they want most. They're the little Smeagol's of the Age of Empires 4 universe.
Look where he's going to chop wood.
Dude, he pulled more villagers. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he'll get it, but ouch. 2 down.
Hope it was worth it.
No, because there's a ram already deleting your northern ones, so very much not worth it.
He's got villagers there. He might be able to.
Maybe we'll be able to what? Go and
I like they
range
built
the
a
TC
lumber
die?
camp there. How rude.
They're stuck here now, so. I actually wish he'd cut through the trees quickly and dropped an outpost in the middle of the tree line.
Look at this.
Yep. Out it goes.
Being sneaky.
Another reason why you want that outpost. If you'd had that outpost, you couldn't easily cut out here.
I don't even know that this is going on.
Exactly. So Beasty, let's think about ways that this can still work out well for him. He could use that stone on the front line to go for a second TC. That's the main thought in my mind that could allow him a recovery. There's not much else. Like, I hate to be captain negative, but there really is not much else for the Chinese in this than getting TCs now.
I saw a comment, I think it was on Reddit or something, that said like, it's like, is this what you pictured when you had dreamed of AoE 4? And it was just like a picture of like 30 towers. Yeah, I was like, that's what I'm thinking about right now. It's like, is this what we pictured in our, fourth game of a final series for $1,000?
Yeah, but like my response to that, if you had like 30 outposts on a sacred site, I was like, my response to that would be like, well, you clearly were dreaming because you were clearly sleeping at the keyboard to allow your opponent to build 30 outposts on a sacred site. Can you maybe get your ass out your base, stop playing HRE, rushing Palace of Swabia and building 200 eco? Play the game!
Yeah. So we've got, I think MarineLorD has the advantage here. He's escaped his villagers. I'm not sure if Beastyqt even is aware that this has happened. He might have a clue. Oh my gosh, there's more towers.
Okay, so let's keep in mind that Beasty's a player, once again, to highlight it, because it's important, very important in this game, because I want you to feel the internal pain trigger. Beasty is a player who said if he thinks he has a 1% chance of winning a game, he'll stay in it. He still sees 1% in this outpost flurry. This giant mess.
We got more villagers going down.
Ends.
Yep, we've got that tower is going to go down. We got some horsemen, but MarineLorD has more, and MarineLorD's 12 villagers are up here at the 15-minute mark. And just looking at the supply, you can see is a big difference.
Yep. You versus that guy they told you not to worry about. Like this is 11 horsemen versus 3. Beasty is looking very small right now, and he just has nothing. He's got nothing.
Yep.
The best part is he's still like, nope. I got away.
He's got towers everywhere, and a Barbican is being sieged, but the horseman's gonna kill it.
Yeah,
maybe.
but the TC, no, like the TC.
There he goes. He taps.
GG.
There we go. Thankfully for everyone.
Are you sure, BC? I think we could keep this going for another 5 minutes. Why not?
What a while. I thought Yeah, that was something. That's what I think about that.
That was something.
That would
Can you
sum
give
that
me
up.
more analysis on that? I really need to
Yeah,
hear
there was
the
okay, you ready
breakdown.
the in-depth analysis. We had a tower, then we had a tower, and then the other person tower, the tower of the wood, and then basically MarineLorD broke out in the south and got the gold, and that was basically it.
Yeah, and then tower, more like we need a towel there. Sweat Fiesta here. Oh, the intense outposting. Did you see how he built that outpost and then the other outpost got built and then another one got built, Fitz? Did you notice that?
They're paid actors. They knew we wanted this to go to game number 5 here on the finals day. What could get any more exciting than this? It is match point. One of these players walking away with a pocket full of cash. Who will it be? Spam your favorite name in the chat. And we've got English versus the Holy Roman Empire.